So for any who don't know me yet, hi, I'm Marine, and today I will introduce myself to you all and tell you about my story of my beginnings as a creator and a artist. First of all, I'm going to tell you a few general things about me. My nationality is German, and I teach myself in English by watching series, movies, and playing games in English. I do really love music, and I have no favorite genre because I literally listen to anything if I like how it sounds. My favorite musical artist that I love listening to is Octo. I also really love video games like, for example, Cyberpunk 2077, Cult of the Lamb, Splatoon, and Mario games, and so on. So basically, I started content back in November of 2020 on TikTok, and looking back on how I started on TikTok, as how you called it, or still call it, a splat talker, I think it was kinda cringe, and on how I edited them and how I talked in them, and I still have some of the videos saved in my gallery. But how did I become a SFM artist and animator in the first place? Back in 2021, I saw others on TikTok and Instagram make artworks with Splatoon characters. So I asked someone who is a friend of mine called Sunny's Adventure, and I asked her how she's making these artworks. So she said it's a program called SourceFilmmaker, or for short, SFM. And what did I do? I checked SFM out, of course, but it was difficult being a starter in it. So I searched tutorials on YouTube, especially Splatoon ones. That's how I stumbled upon another fellow SFM artist called Philoliver. Watching his tutorials about Splatoon art making, editing, and lighting have been very informative and helped me a lot. Please consider checking out his content if you haven't yet. So I started making a few artworks and had fun with it, and at some point I also made stop motion videos. I also uploaded one of them on YouTube, which I deleted a few days after cause I wasn't so proud of it. Soon I also attempted animating as well, but I stopped in the middle of it. Why did I do that? I had a bad desktop PC who couldn't handle anything, even exporting and animating. And I was unskilled and gave up on everything really easily. Now, jumping to 2022 and 2023 was the time where I started to get unhappy with my artworks and made less of them. In 2023, working in SFM was much more easier because I built my very own PC who could handle more than before. And in summer of 2023, I tried to get back on track with artworks since I got help from my friends who also supported me on my way. So I also tried to improve my art style way more and finally redesigning my characters, asked friends of mine for advice. In the end of 2023, these 4 artworks got created where we can see my improved art style, which I tried to. And now we're jumping to 2024 and 2025, where 2024 was still a difficult year to keep the content flowing. It was getting better and I eventually defeated my art block for now. Now being in 2025, I've been working more on artworks and been finally back at animating and having more trust in myself. I decided to do these 2 animations in July, August or something, and uploaded them as my first ever animations here on YouTube. But also, working on content will still be slow from my side because I also have a job where I work at, and that's why I would kindly ask you to not expect too much of me because of my content and uploading. So I'm very sorry about that one. Some of you may also wonder who Marine even is and how I created her. Now I can't tell you all her lore in this video cause the video would be too long, and that's for the future to tell you. Now basically it all started with getting into the game Splatoon first. Back in 2015 I played Splatoon at my best friend's place, Dekumos. He is the reason I got into the series in the first place. That's when I also started to play Splatoon 2 in 2018-2019. And one day I was at Dekumos' place and we played games. At some point we stumbled upon the theme original characters, and us both were thinking about a character for me because I had no ideas that time and I was just stupid. My first ever character that got created was Marine, and since I didn't have a really great name idea for social media accounts, I gave myself the name Marine the Octo. Marine went through a lot of different changes in character design. We have the normal Marine, we have the scrap Marine, we have Marine version 2 and version 3, we have Marine version 4, and we have Marine version 5. After I created Marine, I also created 4 more characters by the time. Navy in 2021, Antonia in 2022, who is today going by Viper, Ruby in 2022, and Reneth in 2025. Well, now what do I have planned for the future? I may or may not soon be streaming live on Twitch and also do some gaming content on YouTube with either my friends or alone. But only time will tell how that goes. Of course, there are still artworks, animations, time-lapses and more to expect here. I still love working on them and I will gladly deliver you more. Now I also want to say thank you to my amazing friends for always being there for me and being so fun around to be. It's a wonderful time to have you guys around. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.